Hey Virgo, how are all of you today? Let's see, boy, it's been a long night and a long day. Been up since, well, all night, but we'll just leave that at that. And going to get these final readings done for April. Virgo. Hope that signal is coming in clear. Let me just double check that. Okay, Virgo, just wanted to make sure that was coming in clear for all of you. Let's see, as you come on here, if you can kindly like the video, that really helps the channel. Also, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. A lot of YouTubers are having issues with just waking up and being like 1,000 subscribers down, or people emailing us, telling us that they were subscribed, asking why we unsubscribed them, etc. So I think it's important that you double check. And when you do subscribe, Virgo, if you could please hit the bell notification button. The bell notification button signals you when I go live. Let's see, we have 3 of you in the room and no likes. So the like button is actually the thumbs up button. If you'll be so kind to hit that, it actually helps the channel immensely. Virgo, thank you. Virgo, this is for April of 2019. I am Andrea Cox, the Detox Intuitive. I am an intuitive healer and detox specialist by trade, very well known in the plant-based movement. I have a second sister channel on here called Andrea Cox TV. Got about 4 million views over there, headed towards 20,000 subscribers. So definitely check that out and subscribe over there as well if you feel so inclined to do so. For private readings, go to thedetoxintuitive.com, click on Spiritual Gifts and Offerings, choose your reading. Twin Flame is the most popular reading I have on there. A close second to the health reading, and then the Akashic record reading. I also do cord cutting sessions, so check that out on there. Yeah, I feel like there's been a heavy burden. For you Virgo women, I feel like you've really had to step into your masculine energy, carrying with you your gift of consciousness from the heart of your feminine energy. Letting go of something that just wasn't ever going to come into fruition. Something that you invested a lot of time and effort into. Something that kind of robbed you of your creativity for a short time until you use the situation to your advantage. You know, Virgo, your creativity is a story that requires a voice, right? So we take these situations that happen to us and we turn them into something powerful. Now, how do we do that? Well, your story becomes your vision becomes your goal, and your goal becomes your prosperity. I feel like money is good and it's only growing. I feel like for some of you, there's an idea. Yeah, you're finding humor in a situation, and definitely you found your strength. There's an idea and it's unknown to you if you will be successful at it or not. Now, this could be in career. It could be something you're building. Why do I want to say something you're growing? Or a foundation that you've laid possibly for a relationship. Now, Virgo, keep in mind that when I do a tarot reading, especially in my readings, a lot of people are like, Andrea, that's the other person. It's not me. Well, with tarot, it can be about you or the person that you are dealing with. So do keep that in mind. Super Chats is on, FYI. A vision, a quickening of pace. I feel like I'm at like a Tony Robbins like thing, and I'm walking across like a bridge of fire or something. You know how he makes you walk on fire? There's a Tony Robbins plug. A quickening of pace. Yeah, you thought something was destiny. Yeah, you thought, you were dedicated and committed to someone or something. You need commitment, Virgo, to focus on your target goals in life. Commitment keeps us grounded, right? That's what I used to tell myself too. I've spent about 16 years of my life in a committed partnership, been engaged 3 times. I'm kind of like the runaway bride, but one relationship expanding 10 years. And then one day, Virgo, and this may resonate with you, there's that walk of fire, right? One day I woke up and realized maybe I was choosing non-committal men because maybe I had a problem with commitment. There's an eye-awakening moment for you. And why would a female have a problem with commitment, right? Especially one who bitches about not getting that ring quick enough or something. Yeah, but always walking. I think some of you could have been dealing with someone that struggled with that. To hit the bullseye on the head, Virgo, requires total, full-on commitment. A commitment of body, a commitment of mind, a commitment of soul, a commitment of spirit, and a commitment of self, right? If you're going to commit in a relationship, you need to be committed for your family, right? It's not just all about you. Thank you for hitting the like button as you come on here. If you're committed to start a business, you have to try and try again, even after you fail. If you're committed to living a life of integrity, Virgo, you have to also choose people who walk in integrity, right? Right? Now that I think about it, maybe it's not that I was choosing, commitment phobics because I was one. Maybe it's that I wasn't choosing people who stood in integrity. So you may want to ask yourself that. Were you picking mirrors of yourself? Because, people meet you where you're at, right? Have you ever met someone that has the same wound as you, Virgo? I bet you have. Who's walked the same path of you? Maybe you were really giving and they were really giving too, and both of you, were taken from, right? Well, maybe your underlying wound, Virgo, is that, you overgive to get people to like you because you have a low self-esteem. This is for some of you. For some of you, you were dealing with someone like this, a need to give and give and give and give, whether it be financially or from your heart or to over love, to love bomb someone in a sense, you or the person you are dealing with, we're dealing with. Because I'll tell you what I think happened, Virgo. Excuse my hair. It's kind of like a chia pet today. Somewhere along the way, Virgo, you realized that you were overgiving because of a low self-esteem, a low self-worth that stemmed from childhood, could have even been a past life. Commitment. Something you yearn for, something you long for, that 10 of Cups, that happy family life, but not quite ever coming together, making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again, being paired up with someone that has the same wound as you. But then what happened? Someone you were involved with healed their wound. Virgo, they healed their own wound. I feel like someone also suffered from a low self-esteem, lack, low poverty mindset, right? Their money doesn't grow on trees, blah, blah, blah. But somehow, Virgo, being around you or someone Virgo, sun, moon, rising in both Vedic and Western, especially Vedic. Check your Vedic chart. April. A month to materialize your dreams and bring them into fruition. You or someone you are dealing with, Virgo, someone healed their wound. So what was this wound? Well, you met someone, you thought it was destiny. It was destined. Surely it had to be destined. You guys both overgave. You guys both, I mean, my God, you know, you probably both of you went bankrupt, right? Same thing, right? Like a sacred flute player enticing your truth of spirit out into the light of day. Your own power, because you are made of power. An act of power comes from a place of passion within your deepest heart's desire. But why is it that once you or someone else you're dealing with, Virgo, gets comfortable with that passion, they split? Do they split? Or do you split out of fear, thinking they're going to split? People who always had your same wound, a long, drawn-out partnership, long decades with someone that chronically cheated because you chronically cheated. This could have happened, right? Or they were so afraid you would. Meeting a person that met you right where you were at, right? Maybe a shorter relationship where maybe you would spew out negativity to them and they learned from you, Virgo, to take that negativity, wrap it, put a bow on it, and hit it right back at you, like baseball, ping pong. Only they were really good at that game, right? It was a huge threat to your ego, your poor bruised ego, Virgo. Could have been dealing with a life path number 9 or a life path number 3. We have a 39. Could have met someone when they were 39. Someone could be around the age of 39. A person who really expresses themselves, right? A person who speaks their truth, right? A person who seems to have a mind that can expand with knowledge about any subject, but especially the expression of love and compassion and empathy. You or someone else, Virgo, was severely threatened by this. And so now making a new dance, right? Building a new dream, right? Because the others failed. So we have to run from those, right? We have to cut those off because we don't want to feel like a failure, right? So we don't say anything, right, Virgo? We split. You or someone else, Virgo, remember, this can go both ways. This is probably not you. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's someone, and we'll see who it is. Got a lot of air cards here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe it's someone that has these placements. Got some earth cards here as well. The mask. Aspirations. Aspirations to be known, right? For some of you, you were dealing with someone that had aspirations to be famous, or so you thought, right? I don't think so. I think they just aspired to teach in a way that was threatening to some people. Some people who hadn't removed the mask, right? Some people who still wore the mask, or several, right? Aspirations, your aim, both in body, in career, in spirit, to aim higher, right? Goals. Aspirations are what build the spirit lodge of power, Virgo, within you, within your soul. We can't get to those aspirations if our health isn't in check, our mental health and our physical health. Some of you are dealing with someone that is in a health crisis. For some of you, this is you. And I expand my heart open to you after being in the detox industry for close to 15 years and say, please, like Optimum Health Institute says in San Diego and in Texas, look at this as a health opportunity to get truly healthy, Virgo, truly healthy, truly healthy. Some of you are dealing with a family member who is struggling with a health issue. Some of you who have a lot of in your chart, this could be hitting you hard and you have no one to lean on. God damn, are you fucking strong, Virgo? I am just dumbfounded at the strength that I feel as I sit here today. Some of you Virgos have went through something that was treacherous, almost like you felt like people were kind of gaining up on you in a sense, right? Maybe you were in a partnership and you felt like people were against you. It was almost like some weird alliance, right? It was like the Matrix gone loco, right? It was crazy. And you stood solid in yourself, Virgo. You stood solid in yourself, grounded like the earth sign that you are. Illumination of something that was not real, something that you craved, someone that you loved. A system put in place to keep either you, Virgo, or someone else away because that person, although not perfect, right? They had their flaws too. Walked in integrity. This could have been you, and it was a threat to other people. Virgo, my God. Some of you are going to do something transformational this month, especially if you have Pisces or Cancer in your chart, cutting your hair off, doing something just really like spontaneous like that. Some of you are going to travel. I feel like you went through such a transformation and almost a period of ecstasy is upon you because there's an illumination, Virgo, of what is real and what is false. And as the darkness came, the dark night of the soul, the mirror reflection of what was false in you and needed worked on was faced, and you faced it and you took off, I feel like, the final mask. Some of you were dealing with a person that had some childhood wounding where they were controlled as a child. And in order to heal these deep wounds, they saw every single partner, whether it be a female or a male, as a controlling person in their life. And you bared the brunt of it. And I think you saw, Virgo, from the very beginning that the control was coming from maybe their employment, their employer, their grown children, their mother, their sisters, you saw it all around you, right, Virgo? You saw it all around this person, but this person couldn't face that, right? And that was somewhat of that false alliance that was created kind of against you. You felt like the world was out to get you. It wasn't. You were dealing with someone who needed help. For some of you, the love bombing was thick with this person in the beginning. The affection was thick. The, I want to say false affection. And the pain was very real. You felt abandoned. You felt alone. You're not alone. You have Source, God, Spirit, your ancestors that have passed over. Muses of inspiration surround you like eagles. Illumination. Illumination about what this life is about. Not feeling good enough for someone, afraid that someone will leave you. Therefore, or someone felt this about you. Therefore, they chose a different path, right? They chose a path of like, oh, ecstasy. Let's live in the moment. Let's go in the flow. Hey, I'm all about that, right? But I'm also about knowledge, right? Knowing about what's out there with all the STDs and the nastiness and the just the disempowerment that one's own body takes on when they come together with another in the physical realm, right? It can be a very beautiful thing. It can also be a very toxic thing. So Virgo, I feel like for many of you, one day you woke up, this is you or someone you're dealing with, and you had a transformation and you just simply didn't want any part of this person anymore. It was like the floodgates open. You might have even told this person to go fuck off. You may have reached out, Virgo. I feel like for some of you, you did. And it was just a moment in time where you were like, you know what? All this scapegoat mentality, and you're a grown woman or a grown man, I am fucking done with you. Never again. And you've been skipping, hopping, and jumping, other than something else coming up in your life. Could be work related, could be family related, could be an illness of some kind. Maybe you, maybe someone you love. The power of your intent leads you around the wheel of your sacred endeavor. Building something from the ground up, knowing it's yours, knowing no one can take something away from you now because you stand in power solo. For some of you. For others of you, possibly in March, possibly losing someone you love, someone close to you, a genuine person. Maybe a partner, maybe a parent, sibling, something, a friend. Bring action, Virgo, into the words you speak. So often Virgos can get complacent, right? It's funny, Virgo. I normally wouldn't compare you to any other sign, but whenever, as a Pisces, I listen to a Virgo reading, I'm like, that's my fucking story. I always feel interconnected. Maybe it's because you're our opposite sign. Maybe all the eclipses, we've gone through and all of that drove us to do the opposite. Maybe, Virgo, you acted more like a Pisces or vice versa. Impeccability, be impeccable with your word. If you've let someone down, if you've left someone with a mystery in their mind, clean it up, man. You don't want that karma, nor do your children. Someone enduring, you or someone else. Virgos know, like anyone else, kind of like Pisces, that how can you be a part of anything when there is people all around you? There are people everywhere, right? And so like Pisces, Virgo, you like to just detach and cleanse and be with self, with spirit, with animals, with nature. I had a really stressful text yesterday. and I was up all night, and I got out of bed around 3 because I wasn't going to sleep. And it was still dark outside. And so I didn't take the dogs with me because of the coyotes. I just went over barefoot in a long nightgown t-shirt type thing to a park by my house. And I just laid in the grass and I was like, fucking cleanse me, please. Cleanse me, cleanse my heart, cleanse my spirit, cleanse my aura. Let me let go of anything I have an attachment to. Heal my body, and as you heal my body, heal someone else's body that I love so much that I know is suffering right now. What the text was about. And I just sent that from my heart space. And I felt this person, I felt her feel it and send it back. Let's get into your reading. Nine of Pentacles. I felt like I needed to stop there for a reason. Nine of Pentacles, she's the single, shining a light on a situation. The Sun and Nine of Pentacles, that is beautiful. That's the energy for your overall reading. Shining a light on a situation, being so content with yourself, with your singlehood, being so incredibly content that there is no need to, Four of Pentacles, hold on to anything else except maybe your moon rituals. We have the moon card, Cancer and Pisces energy, your rituals you do that allow you to move away from difficult times. I am so proud of you, Virgo. Shit. Thumbs up if this resonates. And please subscribe. Thank you. Two of Pentacles, someone juggling in their mind, Virgo. I have a feeling this was someone with you. And for some of you, it may have been you if you have this strong placement in your chart. Juggling what they wanted. Did they want 10 of Pentacles, a happy home life? Or, I'm sorry, 10 of Cups? Did they, oh, this is interesting. Did they want the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles? Well, there's a difference there, right? One, they would have to work, right? The other one, they wouldn't have to work because there's already 10 Pentacles there, right? So someone, let's see, maybe choosing money over love. Healing over a person that they wanted to gain victory over, right? Six of Wands is victory. Maybe this is someone doing this to you. Someone wanting victory over you. Someone, you know, here's that energy I talked about earlier. Conspiring with others, right? Three of Pentacles. This is a working together with others. But here with the Queen of Swords, it's someone who cut someone out and then went on a quest to find someone else and relied solely on the opinions of others around them. Look at that man. Like a boy, he's like taking notes and like this one. For some of you, you may have been with a narc. Someone who cut you out. Queen of Swords, male or female, cards aren't gender-based, shows up when one is cut out. Feeling victorious, cutting someone out. That's juggling. Deciding, do I want the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Cups as I heal from someone I put in the 8 of Swords, for someone I left feeling trapped and confused. Well, Chariot, Cancerian card. Exploring options, 7 of Cups, while causing confusion to someone that was maybe younger, working on their money. Here you are, Virgo, a hermit. Shining a light, having a overall perspective of a situation, a beautiful, grounded, earth-like perspective. Chariot, I can't help but notice this man. Some of you are dealing with a Cancerian, some of you a Gemini on the cusp of Cancer. And he's got two women heading this chariot. Some of you, someone wanted to have a, maybe they wanted to be in like a polyamorous relationship, but it's not even polyamorous because the way that this person went around it was like in secret, right? It was like it was just like such bullshit. Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. But is it reciprocity when we become passive aggressive, when we overgive, whether it be financially or through the heart, and then we're like, well, I invested so much money in you, or I invested so much time with you, and I invested this and that. Where's mine? Me, right? Well, pointing the finger and passing judgment on another, saying the other is greedy. Think about that. Think about that. Six of Pentacles. Think about that. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the world, an ending. Someone was, okay, two scenarios. Some of you have a child that maybe you're having spats with, but I feel like you'll give in, right? This child could be a little lazy, just saying. They could be a little spoiled. Could have raised a narc, just saying. Could be a little greedy, needy. Definitely a child that would not be able to survive without your help or someone else's. Some of you, this is someone around someone. Just saying. And you or someone else is trying to end that dynamic, right? But it's not going to work and someone's going to give in. Whoever this resonates for, it'll be a small part of you. I would hate to see that child have to be on this earth without your guidance, Virgo, because I don't think they would know what to do. Even if they were left with like a large sum of money, I think it would be blown in a year, no matter what the cost. I think that's a sticky subject. I'm going to leave that at that. For others of you, this is possibly a female, could be you, Virgo, or someone else who's extremely patient, looking at the seeds they planted. For some of you, wow, we have the card of Pisces and Gemini. High Priestess, the Lovers. And we have the Ten of Swords. Making a judgment call. Someone put their foot down. You know, as I was talking about in the beginning, someone got sick of being just watched from afar. Let's see what this judgment call was for. Justice, card of Libra, death, and Five of Wands, conflict. If there is a Libra on the cusp of Scorpio, or a Libra with a Scorpio moon in your life, or someone that has strong placements of this, I feel like someone came between, possibly either a Sag and a Gemini, or a Gemini and a Pisceans. We have the Ten of Swords. Someone giving information that someone else didn't want to come out because they were still waiting. They couldn't quite make up their mind on what they wanted. But when you give a High Priestess information, for example, if it was this energy, Libra, Five of Wands, giving a high priestess information. The high priestess takes that information, uses her intuition to digest it, knows instinctively and almost instantly. Sometimes it takes a little while, and boy, is that little while days, weeks, or whatever torture. But being highly intuitive is not pleasant all the time. They go with their intuition and they decipher if it's real from what is not real. And I think this Pisces decided that whatever this Libra, whatever this conflict this person told them was real, possibly about a lover, or could be a Gemini, or it could be some type of choice or something. So then we have 10 of Swords, not a good energy. I want to know what this is going to lead to. What's it going to lead to for the Pisces? Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Well, shit. That's 2 aces. So if you have Pisces in your chart, great. Maybe someone else being stubborn is going to work for you very well. If you're Libra energy, what is this going to lead to? The Fool. The Fool. Why do I feel like someone in a broken heart taking a risk that breaks your heart? If you're Libra energy, Fool, taking a risk that breaks your heart. Why do I feel if you're a Virgo with strong Libra placements that someone's like, thank you for taking my burden off my shoulders? I feel like if you're a female Virgo with heavy Libra placements, someone is thanking you, possibly a Sagittarius or a Pisces who takes on Sagittarius energy for taking off their burden. If you're, yeah, it's been a great lesson to them, the Hierophant. If you are a Virgo with heavy Pisces placements or Sagittarius placements, I feel like you're thanking a Libra for removing a burden off your shoulders, something that was extremely painful, something that was very confusing, possibly a lover, a Gemini, a choice. If you are the Gemini, you get the Chariot, possibly moving on, moving away. 8 of Cups, emotionally walking away. We have the Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy. Could be walking away from yourself, especially if you have strong Cancerian placements, or you are on the cusp of Cancer and you are possibly a Gemini. If you were dealing with either a Pisces, a Libra, a Virgo, or if you have any of those placements in your chart, possibly walking away from yourself, the Moon. And why? I mean, you know someone's been waiting on you, right? They've been waiting on you, but we have the Star. This could be someone that is seen as a star. They could have Aquarius in their chart, or they could just be seen as someone highly creative. You have the Ace of Wands for this person. You have passion for this person, right? But communication in reverse, right? I can't. Why? Let's see why. Well, because left this person out in the cold, because I thought the wheel had turned in my favor. Maybe you came into money. Maybe it was a family business. Maybe you thought this Libra, this Sagittarius, this Leo, this, maybe a Virgo in your chart. Maybe it was a Virgo. Maybe you thought that the grass was greener and then you realized, why can't I stop thinking about something? Well, or someone. Two of Cups and Knight of Swords. Well, because you have the Two of Cups for someone, but because you always came in as the Knight of Swords, because you know it would throw you from the tower if you spoke the truth to this person. Yeah. Yeah. There's a need to cut through the bullshit, Ace of Swords, and that never happened. So you'll continue on your way. You might get lucky, you might marry someone else, right? You might get to live out your shadow side a little more, right? Hopefully you're maybe in your 20s or 30s, not in your, 50s or 60s doing that. Virgo, if you are a female, you've been through some heaviness. Someone either took from you emotionally or financially, but you're about to get over this. I think you're moving forward at rapid speed. I'm going to draw you an advice card. I hope you enjoyed this reading for April. Please tune into my intuitive readings. They're great. I feel like putting a death, Virgo, to anything from the past that you don't have clarity on is the answer for you. I feel like you woke up one day and were like, it's a beautiful morning. I feel like you were like, you know what? I'm over this. I feel like it doesn't even hurt anymore. And I really feel like you didn't have to get under anyone to get over someone. For some of you, you did. You waited a long time for this and it didn't show up. But Jesus, you're sitting on a beautiful chiffon dress with a crystal pendulum, and you're knowing that something much better, much deeper, much more profound, something that you won't even have to worry about, right? It's like a person you can send away for like 8 months and be like, okay, I'll see you later, because I know you love me. Advice for Virgo, April. Advice for impeccability keeps wanting to come out. An offering. Every day we take from this earth and we forget that this earth is a sacred offering. Some of you are being called to environmentalism, to save the earth in some way, to go more green, more sustainable. Some of you are looking at building like an eco home, right? One of those prefab, like, not like a trailer, but not that there would be anything wrong with that, but a container house, right? I keep getting Canada, Montreal, Quebec, Vancouver. For some of you, California. Some of you, Arizona. Some of you, New Mexico. I've always wanted to go to New Mexico. Gathering. For some of you, there's not going to be a gathering. And for some of you, you agreed with this person before you ever came to this earth to not cave after, 10 ending. I can't make this shit up. Skill, release. For some of you, if you're 42, maybe some of you just had a birthday, you're released. You're the one that woke up and was like, I'm healed. It took long enough. I don't even have to talk about this shit anymore. Thank God it finally happened. The sun is out. Thank God. Anytime that you are possessed by an emotion that is uncontrollable, that you can't stop thinking about, that emotion does not belong to you, Virgo, but it belongs to the person whose energy is reflecting. Something to think about. You're an eagle. Fly, baby, fly. For some of you, there's someone else possibly that you long for. Someone that learned a skill from you or you learned from them. But it's a 10 card, it's an ending. You taught this person to express themselves through their work. And they are going to be forever grateful for this. Someone who came from a very conservative upbringing, wasn't allowed to say certain things. Shh. Can't say that. Some of you, this was you. Some of you, it's someone else. Now they can say whatever they want. You gave them that. They're grateful. You're grateful for them. No longer are you the hanged man or the hanged woman. No longer will someone be spying on you or you them. Because you, Virgo, took the blindfold off. Wow. You have the 10 of Cups, Virgo, in the world, an ending. After a time of feeling stuck and trapped, you also have the 10 of Pentacles, the best money card you can get in the deck. The other person has the Emperor. They are finally stepping into their power. I feel like this is a masculine energy. But they only stepped into their power after you made a judgment call, after hermiting for a very long time, after working your ass off and building something from the ground up. After being really patient, you made a choice to be the fool and start a new beginning. For some of you, many of you, on your own, you put your foot down. Fuck, this is good. And you put a death to a situation, a death to offering to someone who you loved. You became the Queen of Swords and you cut them out because you knew they were a juggler. And so that death that you instilled on them as you become single, looking good, smelling good, feeling good, planting your garden, planting your seeds of intention, making your pentacles, that death helped someone else step into their power as the Emperor. I love you, Virgo. I hope you enjoy this reading. And I will see you soon. Those container houses are really cool. I was looking at those online at like 3 a.m. Super cool, by the way, just FYI. Bye. Links in the description box. And if I could find the mouse on here.